Good morning. Let me apologize. Let me try that again. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. This is We Still Learn speaking, and of course from where we last left off. You know, we do a lot of the work first at First Person Tutor, and then we come over here at We Still Learn, and you probably saw the part of the video where you had the commitment form, and you usually find that on the Facebook or the Instagram page of either First Person Tutor or We Still Learn, right? I'm genuinely hoping that the noise in the background is not too much, but let me just mute for now and double check something. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. This is We Still Learn speaking. I'm going to make an adjustment because we still learn to make adjustments. So, let's make an adjustment here. There we go. Right. Okay. So, how does the song go? What's the name of the song again? It goes, we still learn to make adjustments. 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 Now, I want to make a lot of things clear. A lot of what will be done will be some compartmentalizing, right? We Still Learn is mostly on Saturdays and Sundays. However, if there are parents with an interest in some one-on-one in the middle of the week, we will try to facilitate that as best as possible, right? More than likely that will have to be like an after school sort of thing, right? So maybe we might have like an after school, you know, maybe it could be homework assistance, it could be many things, right? But yes, maybe that would be the idea. So if there's any request for anything after school between Monday to Thursday, I mean Fridays are also included, but I would like to take a break on Friday personally. I am taking a break on a Friday. So I'll work Monday to Thursday, no problem. I'll work Saturday and Sunday, no problem. But I'm taking a break on Friday, right? So anyhow, you are looking at the directory of the WhatsApp channel for We Still Learn. And I don't think we got here by accident, right? If you're on the Facebook page, you click on the link, it takes you to a form. When you fill out that form, it asks you if you're interested in online or face to face. If you're interested in the online, you will end up with, let me show you, you'll end up over here, right? In fact, this was probably the last question. You know, it's like, okay, are you interested in joining the WhatsApp channels, right? That was the final question of the form. And we can take you through that process here. For example, let's say we are searching for We Still Learn, right? Let's search for We Still Learn. All right, we found We Still Learn. Now, I'm going to say this. If you are interested in asking any questions, you hover over the name and all of this will pop up, right? You hover over the circle, it brings up this information here. You hover over the name, it does the same thing, right? So I just want to inform you of that, right? So if you want to WhatsApp and ask questions, this is what you do. Yeah? So any questions you have, you press the blue button right there. But if you want to fill out the form that I was telling you about, let's click on it and see. Right. Now, this is a commitment form. This is you saying, I definitely want to be a part of the classes. In fact, parents are welcome to join the classes as well, you know. So the classes aren't just limited to the kids. The parents can be a part of the class as well. You know, I've had that. But let's just see what's going on here. We're going to write. Let's say that's your name. You're interested in maybe the face-to-face. Naturally, because it is We Still Learn after all, right? So therefore, if you got here through We Still Learn, you would probably come here, select free live stream and face-to-face, or just the face-to-face. You know, it's not compulsory to join the live stream. It's not, right? It's not compulsory, but you know, the option is there just in case you want to do both or just one, right? So now you press next. Easiest thing to fill out. Now you got here through We Still Learn. You're more interested in We Still Learn, so you can select no. But just in case you know someone else that's interested, you can just click on this link and you can copy this form and send it to somebody that might be interested, right? That's possible. But if not, it's perfectly fine. So that's just to satisfy your curiosity. Now, are you interested in We Still Learn, face-to-face with We Still Learn? Of course. That's how we got here. And now we click on this. Now we don't have to fill this out just yet. Let's go back, right? Now that we are here, are we interested in the live stream? We can say no and ignore this. And then if you're not interested in the WhatsApp channel, you can say no and press submit. However, if you are, then you can just say yes, select the lives that you prefer to join. If you're interested in getting the updates through the WhatsApp channel, and to be fair, it would make a lot more sense to do that because all the links to the live will be placed in the WhatsApp channel. So therefore, to be notified, being in the WhatsApp channel is helpful because you don't have to commit. Once you're in the channel, you don't have to do anything other than wait for the links to drop. Once the link drops in, you click on it, find out what's going on, and then there you are, right? And then how we got to where we were before, you can click on one of these if you are interested in the WhatsApp channel. So this takes you to the first person tutor if you're interested in that channel. Or if you're interested in the We Still Learn WhatsApp channel, you can go here, right? View in WhatsApp, right? Again, that's optional. And with that in mind, you press submit. And there you go. Now that's the commitment form, right? So therefore, if you happen to be on Facebook or on Instagram and you're interested in joining the class, You sign up this form and you use this form to collect this one, and then you sign up this form, right? And of course, the information you used before, you know, well, that's not what I did, was it? Come on, let's be consistent, guys. Come on, right? Yeah. Right? Let's say right? And then let's say no. There we go. And then your child could be in primary, your child could be in high, right? And of course, the idea behind this is that see, I like this form a little bit better. You don't have to worry about your time zone, the country, the platform, because you're not online. You're going to be here, right here in Jamaica land we love, right? So therefore, by the way, I am very much looking forward to the summer camp that I was not able to do this year, but definitely doing in summer of 2027. So I am going to be working on that from now, so that when that time comes around, we're going to be having a lot of fun, because I'm going to ensure that all the board games are available, all the classes are available, all the teachers are available. I'm looking for it to be a great time. All right, so naturally, if you are now, we're not saying that there isn't the option for one-on-one. It is available, but you would have to specifically choose it so that we know, okay, although we are mostly a community-based learning experience, you can make the request for one-on-one sessions, right? You know, we would work out what times you prefer, whether you prefer coming in the week or coming in the weekends, right? So just putting that out there. Now, if you do select the one-on-one, you have to ignore the page that says group. So let's go up here for a second. This says group. So by selecting the opposite, if you select the opposite, if you make the opposite selection, what you're going to do is you're going to ignore. You're going to ignore what you have on this page. So if you're selecting one-on-one, ignore the group, and then you move on to next. Then you select one-on-one again, and you make your selections. And we're consistent. Select mornings. Select the mornings. I might have to add options for for Monday to Thursday. I didn't do that, but I feel like the Monday to Thursdays will be after school. It would have to be after school. Therefore, the times would most likely be something like maybe 4 to 5:30, 6 to 7:30 kind of vibe, you know, because realistically, the only way we could have classes Monday to Thursday is if we had the option of saying, okay, well, when you're done with school, we'll work with you from 4 to 5:30, or maybe 4 to 5, depending on how, you know, it really depends. But yes, I must apologize for just having a Saturday and Sunday, because the idea was all the classes at We Still Learn are on Saturdays and Sundays. However, I do know that you will have the occasional parent that might say, well, but I might want some one-on-one in the middle of the week. Is that possible? And if that question comes up, I will make that adjustment to the form so that I will include sometimes from Monday to Thursday, in case, you know, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make an adjustment to this form. I will have hours assigned to hours assigned to the the group sessions and hours assigned to the one-on-one. Yeah, that's what's gonna have to happen. So what I'll do, I might have to duplicate this question and separate them as what hour of the day works for your one-on-one face-to-face class, what hour of the day works best for your group session face-to-face class. So I'm going to split this question in two, and if you select one, you ignore the other one, right? Yeah, yeah, I believe that. Yeah, that will take care of this problem. All right, now I think I've explained this several times before, several times, but I'll do it again and again and again and again and again, right? Now notice I have the optionals here. That will be consistent with the changes that I'm gonna make to page. I want to say page 3, because page 2 is fine, because page 2 makes the assumption that you're only going to come to Saturday and Sunday classes, but page 3 has the one-on-one, and the optionals would be the one-on-one sessions, right? So maybe I would say the Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, those would be the one-on-one days, and then Saturday and Sunday would be group session days. Yeah, yeah, I feel like that's the way to go. That is definitely the way to go. So I'm going to be working on that. Now, naturally, you come here, you type in your bank, the bank that you use. You can type in Scotiabank, VMBS. You can type in CIBC. You can type in Sagicor, right? You enter your bank, your banking name, and of course, over the phone, we'll discuss the best method of payment that we would use, so that way there's no delay in the payment and no delay in terms of, having the delivery of class, right? So here we are. So here you make your class selection. You can select any three and select any three, so that way you get the discounted rate. Yeah, so by selecting any three, hold on, oh, see, I have to be sure I selected pep, chess, and reading, so we have to be, yeah, let's be on the same page. Oh, let me select any three as well, right? So instead of getting it for 9, so therefore if you do this, you'll pay for it at 9. You don't want that. So do this as well. That way we know you're getting it at 5 instead of for 9. Right? So there we go. Scroll down, scroll down, scroll down. Scroll down. Okay. Yeah. So you can combine the 3 of your choosing, or look at the 3 that's available. Right? So this is an example of just 2 alone, and you just select any 2 along with it. So this is an option for 2, an option for 2, another option for 2, and you select any 2 along with it, and then you duplicate that choice down here. There we go. Right? So it could be puzzle solving and content creation, reading and content creation. It could be, well, oh, this is the any 3 section. Let me apologize. So this part I have to now move it to, oh, hold on. Right. So you have puzzle solving and content creation, reading and content creation, pep chess and puzzle solving. Yeah, right. So once you see three items, select any three with that selection, right? So these are the two any twos, right? So you select this one on any two, or this one on any two, right? Or you select this one on any three, or this one on any three, right? And what the choice you make up here is the choice you make down here. Yeah. So I genuinely hope that this was, easy enough to understand. More than likely you're selecting Saturdays and Sundays with the sprinkle of, what happens Monday to Thursday. And that will be all for page 4. That is it. And you can make the decision from here. Was it hard for you to fill out? You can say yes, right? You can say, boy, this is stress me out, or no, man, it did easy, or it was okay. You press submit, that's it. So in most cases, you're going to fill out all of page 1, all of page 2, ignoring 3, or all of page 3, ignoring 2. So you either fill out page 1, 2, and 4, or 1, 3, and 4. That's what you're going to have to do. And then the 5th page is just asking you about the form itself. Was the form easy to understand? That sort of thing. And of course, if you want someone else, if you're signing up for multiple people, you press submit another response. And here we are. Yeah? So remember, if you're signing up for a child, you just enter different information. So that way we know you're signing up for either primary school or high school level. But if you're an adult, write your name twice, write your WhatsApp twice, and select adult. Once you do that, we can separate the adult learners from the primaries and the highs. And I believe that will be all. That is it. That is everything related to the form for We Still Learn. That's it. Now, let me do some due diligence, because I did promise to do something. I did promise to represent a wardrobe change that would reflect when I am first person tutor and when I am We Still Learn. Right? So I have to honor that commitment. So I'm apologizing if it's taking me some time. Let's see if I look ow okay, so all right, here we are. See, there we go. So the idea is the black tie is first person tutor. This tie is We Still Learn. Yeah, that's the idea behind it. So hopefully that was easy to understand. I will be doing this every Friday. Even though I'm doing this today, I'll be doing this every Friday. Every Friday. In fact, I don't know. Can I wake up that early on a Friday? Can I start at 6? And do it every 6 hours, Maybe start at 6, right? And then go again at maybe 12. Start at 6. Then again at 12. You know what I'm going to do? Sorry. Half an hour. That's what I'm going to do. And I'm going to do a whole hour. Now, Friday, you see, you work hard Monday to Thursday. So, Fridays, I'm going to make those live streams shorter. Yeah, yeah, because we've been doing a lot of work in the middle of the week, right? So I would say we do half an hour for first person tutor, half an hour for we still a learn. I miss having a Rubik's cube, so I need to hurry up and make the money so I can buy back Rubik's cubes. But if I don't have them, your kids can bring theirs. So if your kids have Rubik's cubes, tell them to bring them. Bring your Rubik's cube. Bring your chessboard. Bring your Rubik's cube. That's an idea. So for all the kids that are coming, bring your chessboard and your chess pieces. Bring your chessboard, your chess pieces. Bring your Rubik's cube. That's an idea. In fact, I will invite all the kids that are interested in doing the Rubik's cube solving, doing the chessboard games, doing the incorporating that with brain teasers and puzzle solving and all the things that are gonna help them with pep. Bring that. I'm inviting you, sorry, for this Saturday and Sunday. This Saturday and Sunday. So let me see. I'm gonna be honest. Friday is a bit short notice, but I am going to be online. So at the very least, even if Friday is short notice for first person tutor, it will be online. So even if you don't really, it's fine because you don't have to. Yeah, I don't. Now that I'm thinking about it, you don't even have to. You just have to join the live. If you join the live, you're literally a part of the class. So for Friday, it's not such a big deal, but I'll make the invitation for we still learn. Might be short notice, but hey, yeah. So what I'm gonna say is bring your Rubik's cube, bring your chessboard. Well, bring your chessboard and your chess pieces. Bring your chessboard and your chess pieces. Bring your Rubik's cube. But I mean, if you have Connect 4, why not bring it? Because Connect 4 is a game that works with diagonals, files, and ranks. So I don't think Connect 4 is a bad idea. You can bring your Scrabble too. Bring your Scrabble board. Bring your Scrabble, bring your Connect 4, bring your chessboard, and bring your Rubik's cubes. There you go. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll be doing that. Now, I don't know what time it is now, to be honest with you. Oh, it's close to 11. So, I'm gonna make this video a little bit different, okay? Yeah? Whoop. Yeah, I don't want this to. Yeah, my other chessboard broke. Yeah, I'm sorry. I hope this one isn't breaking as well. I wouldn't want it to, because I'm still testing it. Yeah, I sincerely hope it's not broken. Anyway, um, I've been doing a lot of live streams on TikTok, and to be honest with you, you know what? I'm gonna test that theory. I'm gonna test that theory right now. So I'm gonna apologize in advance. You see, I'm going to disappear problem is okay. Okay. Yeah, this is a bit awkward. Hold on. Let me see. Yeah, I do apologize for that. Look at that. Oh, come on. Really? No. Come on. I don't need this, right? No. Hold on. Let me see. There we go. Yeah. This whole thing is starting to annoy me. It really is. Hold on. Come on. I don't want the card in the way. Come on. Okay. Let me fix myself. Let me fix myself. Okay. Let me move this light around here. Alright. Let me move that out the way. Right? Look at that. So we can learn chess over the board. Yeah? We can learn chess over the board. That's the whole point. We want to learn over the board. Sure, we will learn digitally as well. Right? It is important to have both the hands-on skill and the digital skill. Both skills are important because even as far back as when Garry Kasparov was very active, still plays, but I'm sure he's allowing the younger generation to thrive, right? Although I did, whoa, why my black pieces look so invisible? I don't like that. Hold on, let's try this again. Yeah, my black pieces look very much invisible. Yeah. Alright, hold on. Let me pull this out. Oh, okay. Alright, I don't mind this. I don't mind. I genuinely don't mind this. Yeah, I'm trying to. Alright. This is not this. No, the only problem is, see, I'm testing this area, right? My dogs occasionally may be in this region here, okay? So if you see something either grayish or brownish, right, chances are it's one of my dogs. So I want to explain that beforehand, okay? You know what? I'm gonna spin the board around. Let's spin the board around. Let's see what this looks like. Look at that. Nice. Okay, we're gonna go a little Scandinavian. Let's go. Whoops. Gonna go Scandinavian. Alright, and after we accept that, we might do that. And then, of course, he'll go there, and you accept. You accept that. Now, here's a crazier gambit that I learned very recently on lichess.org, see what happened is this is possible, followed by this, right? Then you do this, let's say they accept, then you do this, and then they go here. They take 3 of your pawns, and now you go here. Then they start to develop. You might want to do that. They start to develop. You might want to do this. They may attack you right here. You decide on that. Look at that. I mean, well, I'm going to be honest now. I may just make the adjustment of using, I might use the, I'm wondering. I don't know. I'm playing around with the idea of using different boards. Let me use a different board and see what the outcome of that might be. Oh, but this is, yeah, no, this can't work at all. This board is too small. Board is too small. That's not gonna work. That board you can only use for the coordinate game. Can only use that for the coordinate game. Unfortunately, I broke this board. Oh, I did. Whoa. Alright, presentation wise, I don't mind actually. I don't mind this presentation wise. Alright, come on guys. There we go. Now, let me see. Okay. Alright. So we are going to make the adjustment. Let us see. Well, it's fine. Alright, I mean, you know, más o menos, right? I don't know. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. Alright, so we have that going on. Followed by this. You decide to do that. Let's say they decide to do that. You decide to do that. Then they do this. And you finally capture. No. Fine. Let's see if I can get the will the lighting improve the situation, I wonder. I'm literally testing it. You know. I am testing it. Only problem here is that I need that light for the black pieces. Okay. Only problem is no, it's yeah. Oh, okay. I don't know. I do not know. I mean, we tried. I mean, this is as good as I can get it. But I will say that the other board might be a better fit. So, for example, whenever I'm on the name about YouTube, when I'm on the TikTok live stream, I typically use these boards, right? So I use the magnetic boards for the TikTok live stream, right? Because it's once I put my phone here and I have it directed down here, it's a lot easier on the eyes, I would think. So you know what I'm gonna do? Oh yeah, we are gonna go for the third option. We're gonna go for the third option, right? Yeah, I do apologize. These are my markers. Yeah, yeah, that's just terrible. It's just forget that happened. Why not? In fact, I'm actually going to look for that board. Oh, look for that board. I will be back. I will be back. Give me a second. I believe I'm back. I believe I'm back. Now, all right. Now, let us see. My God. All right. Oh, I do apologize. I do apologize. Oh, all right. Hold on. We're gonna have to get crafty about this here. Do I need the light as much? Maybe. Oh. Okay. Let's see. Oh my God. There we go. All right. I'm I'm really trying my best. I am really trying my best right now. I am. Okay. Problem. The square is wrong. Let me adjust that. Okay. Alright. I am exhausted. Because I really want this to work. I want this to work. I want this to work. It would be nice if the pieces that I am using don't fall all over the place. It would be nice. It's a wooden board, so there's no Alright. Oh, come on, man. This is the We Still A Learn board. That's what we're gonna call this. The other boards are for first person tutor, clearly. This is the We Still A Learn board, man. Look at that. Hey, look at that. The visibility. Come on. So, there we go. All right. Perfect. Perfect. All right. That's it. This is it. I'm going to use these last 13 minutes or maybe 12 minutes. Let me use these last 12 minutes to just be in awe of what I'm looking at. So, right? This is a good feeling. This is a good feeling. Because now I don't have to question if I can present the information this way. So this is the way. This is the way. You know, while I'm this is good. Okay, so I have an uptick in my blitz, an uptick in my rapid, and an uptick in my classical on Lichess specifically. I have practically I have 173 games with 105 of them being imported, right? I have 95 wins with 76 losses. Huh, look at that. All right. We are going to run back a game that I played. I was the white pieces. Even though I love doing the Gambit Scandinavian, I've been having a lot of success with it. There are some people have been able to counter my measures, but I'm working on that. So We went with the regular, the normal pawn blockade. Oh, I'm gonna have to flip the board so that I can see this thing properly. So then we have this, right? Went for the Italian. All right. Think he moved too fast right there. Was this a blitz game? No. It wasn't a blitz game, so I was wondering why he was moving that fast. He did not he didn't need to be moving that quickly. Okay. Okay. It only went back here. Went back to F5. Now there is some magic behind this move. I'm putting tempo on the queen. So now he has to capture this. And I walk away with that. Put tempo on the queen. Oh. Alright, so I allow the weakness. Really? This is not dominoes, man. Jeez. Let me set it back up. That's what the game currently looks like. Oh, I just wanted to see where my hands were. Alright. No! I allowed this to happen. I moved here. The queen followed. This is not hanging, so I don't know why. Yeah, this was a bad move on his part. He left the defenses of the king up to just the rook. I am overloading. I had a calculation to make. I wanted the rooks to face each other. So that's what I did. He does that. Even if I left my queen right there, There's no harm. There's no harm coming to me from that rook. So now I wasn't sure how to finish this game. So I went here. He went back. So I figured if this is defending this pawn, let me defend this one and attack this pawn too. The queen comes here. But now it is too late. Whether the queen went here or here, it's checkmate. The queen goes here. The game is over. King cannot go here because of the bishop. And he cannot stay there. So the bishop covers here. This pin prevents you from putting yourself in check. But the queen went here. He didn't even allow me to do the checkmate because I had choices. I could have done this or could have done this. Either of the moves are checkmate for me. Yeah. I was proud of that game. I was also proud of another game that I played. I don't know if I can find it. Let's see if I can. "173 games. Let's scroll. Oh, this is a blitz game I played. I was playing as black. So maybe I'll throw the black pieces over here this time around. Luckily we don't have numbers to worry about, numbers and letters. So we don't have to spin the board. Okay. So now let me flip the board. So I went for the England gambit. I keep forgetting that I do things like this. My opponent went with that. Okay. Haha. Oh, I see what I was doing. I put you in check first. You had to deal with the check. Okay. This was a 3 minute plus 2. Let me replace this bishop there. I found that cute and funny because I did this. Now you have to go back. Yeah, this was not a good idea. No, I mean I did not anticipate he would do this. But you have some crazy people out there that will do it. And I don't think capturing the bishop was a good idea. And I did it. Oh Lord. The exposure. Don't know why I didn't put the rook in front of that bishop first. I should have done that before anything. I should have done it. Should have put the rook in front of the bishop. Man. Okay. My opponent resigned right here. My opponent resigned right here. That's right. Yeah. So ladies and gentlemen, that was pretty good. Alright. So I do believe that if I am to do this for you to see, it will have to look a little bit like this. And I will try this again at different locations just to see what the visibility is like. But yes, this is, I do like this a lot. Right? So I'd like to say good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. This has been We're Still a Learn Speaking, and yeah, we didn't do too badly today. We didn't do too bad. Yeah, we did not do too bad. So let me see if I can get recalibrated. Can I fix it? Oh, we're back. So again, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. This has been We're Still a Learn Speaking, and we're gonna do this again tomorrow. And there's a lot of work for me to do, a lot of information, a lot of posts, a lot of uploads. So go posts, going online, going live, all of that. So here's the invitation. Bring your chessboards, bring your Scrabble, bring your Rubik's Cube, bring your Connect 4. There we go. So once again, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. This has been We're Still a Learn